Hey there guys, Leon Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was an Assassin? This is part 6. In the last part, Izuku basically met Shigaraki and Kurogiri as they wanted to recruit him for the raid on the USJ, as Izuku does accept, mostly for the money, but he also wants to make sure that they don't kill All Might and any of the students, as he gathers information and prepares his last quirk erasing bullet, the trial version of it, so he can have a chance to kill the Nomu. We've seen both Bakugo and Shoto at the USJ. Anyway, with that said, let's get into this. Right after seeing his old tormentor as a kid and his newest friend, Izuku realized that he needs to end this quick. Originally, he was just gonna let things stall for a little bit, see how things go, and kill off a couple of villains in secret using his sniper rifle silencer. But I guess that's not gonna happen now, as Shigaraki says, "Well, what are we gonna do? Don't you need to go to a good vantage spot so you can kill these kids?" Saying, "Yeah, I was thinking about something like that, but how about I change things?" As he says this with his voice being modulated, so people won't know it's him after all. As soon he pulls out one of his pistols and then shoots the Nomu square in the head, and aims right at his brain. At the bats, everyone's confused, both Shigaraki, Kurogiri, and even everyone in Class 1A. And also, a little bit announcement about Class 1A. Uraraka is not part of Class 1A. I will say this. However, she is part of Class 1B. The two people who would be replacing both Uraraka and Izuku is Shinso and Monoma, of course. So yeah. After seeing this, both 13 and Aizawa were confused as they wonder, wait, why would that villain basically shoot one of their own? As soon after, Shigaraki gets annoyed, saying, "What the hell was that? Why would you shoot at one of your own allies?" As saying, the quirk racing bully isn't going to last long, given this thing has multiple quirks. As he soon basically pulls out his sniper rifle and puts it right close to the Nomu's chest, and soon finishes off with one more shot to his heart and to the head, as he's hoping that killing two of the most vital organs would basically nullify that damn healing factor. He wasn't sure on how powerful the healing quirk would be, the regeneration healing quirk would be, but so it didn't matter. Izuku had to take out his biggest heavy hitter, and the number one thing that was going to cause a problem. As saying, "Why, you little, how dare you betray us?" As saying, "I was never on your side to begin with, dumbass. You think I may be an assassin, but I still got standards, you dumb piece of shit." After saying this, he soon points his pistol right at Shigaraki, hoping to kill him as well. But however, Kurogiri basically creates a warp gauge and creates another warp gauge, pointing the bullets at a different location, and saying, "Damn it! Of course your little bodyguard would try to protect you. I should have figured as much." Saying, "Kurogiri, kill him now!" Saying, "I do not believe that would be possible. We are dealing with the Reaper after all, one of the best assassins in the past couple of years. He's already killed our Nomu, the only weapon for us to destroy All Might with. Now, we must retreat. please don't worry, Shigaraki. As saying, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. As all the other villains are there saying, hey, what are we doing? What's going on? As Izuku basically puts his sniper rifle on his shoulder and pulls out another one of his pistols and shoots each and every one of the villains that are in his crosshairs. As everyone in Class 1A sees this, as some of them are actually horrified at such brutality and such cold-heartedness without even batting an eye. As soon after, Shoto's seeing Izuku as he thinks, why does he look familiar? I feel like I've seen him before. He can't be, but it doesn't sound anything like him. Possibly a voice modulation? As Bakugo getting pissed off, why the hell are we all just standing here for? There are villains here and we have to take them down. So what if they're basically turning on each other? Best chance to take them down already! As Izuku hears Bakugo saying, loudmouth as ever, he never changes, I guess. As soon he pulls out his portable glider and wraps it around his right arm as the wings extend and soon repel him upwards with the rockets basically shooting him up and soon changing his direction, saying, UA, you can take care of the rest here. There's only a couple other villains around the USJ most likely, so do what you want. I just did you a favor, you incompetent heroes. At that, he soon leaves and repelling himself a lot forward and then basically pulling out his sniper rifle and one-handing it and shooting out the top of the USJ, making an opening for him to get out without any problems whatsoever. After that, Aizawa is basically confused and shocked as he remembers hearing the name Reaper a couple of times when he was still an underground hero and as a underground pro hero before becoming a teacher. As he's saying, well, you gotta be kidding me. That's the Reaper? He's a lot more younger than I expected. Is he a kid? Is he really a kid? As soon he's saying, 13, get everyone out of here now. I'll take care of the remaining villains and make sure you contact the rest of the UA faculty and make sure they're here. As 13 tells him, but all comms are down. I can't report anybody. It's most likely they have a jamming quirk. As saying, damn it. Well, Ida, you're the fastest one in Class 1A. Make sure you get going. Got it? As saying, you sure, sir? Saying, you're class rep, right? Take responsibility for that name. As soon after, Ida's saying, yes, sir, I will. After that, everyone in Class 1A leaves the USJ with Aizawa fighting against any of the villains that weren't gunned down by Izuku. As he thinks so murderlessly. He aimed for each one of their vital organs, making sure that they would die instantly or die in agony. It's so brutal and so twisted. He must really be the Reaper after all. After thinking that to himself, he's soon using his binding scarf to beat any of the remaining villains, as both Shigaraki and Kurogiri already left, because they already lost both their trump cards, Nomu and Izuku. Soon after, Izuku is on a nearby rooftop right next to UA, as he thinks, well, that was a lot more easier than expected. It's a good thing that Shigaraki thought I was an ally, or else that damn mindless monster would have killed me instantly. As he soon thinks, well, it doesn't matter. I better change locations now, given that the League of Villains is most likely going to be coming after me. After all, they did see my face So, without my assassin's uniform, I better move to a different location now. That means I gotta clear out my hotel room. After saying this, he soon heads to a disclosed location as he pulls out his phone and contacts a certain person. As soon they pick up, saying, "Hey, Izuku, it's been a while. What reason did you have to call me?" As Izuku explains himself to the person on the phone, and saying, okay, I get you. I think I got somebody that can help out with your situation. And I'll send you a location to my place. As soon he hangs up, with Izuku getting a message to a location within the Tokyo area. However, it's in a different city. As he thinks, well, this is going to be quite the trip. I hope I have enough fuel for this thing. As he soon jumps off the building and glides to the other location. He soon arrives as he looks around, making sure that nobody catches him around. As he soon knocks onto a garage door. As soon the garage door opens, as he sees a young man, same age as him, with silver hair and light blue eyes, saying, "How you been, bro?" As he's saying, "Mitsuo, it's been a long time, man." As the two begin high-fiving each other, and even have a fist bump to end it, with Mitsuo asking, "You called me out of the blue and asked for my location. Normally you would never call me for stuff like this. So, what the hell happened to you?" As Izuku basically told his somewhat foster brother to basically sit down for this. After having a long conversation, he soon explained, saying, wow, that all happened, and now you need to basically, lay low for at least a little bit," saying, "Well, of course. I mean, I already know the League of Villains will probably put a hit on me, but who's dumb enough to basically believe that they can kill the Reaper? They have to be pretty damn arrogant and stupid." And it's saying, "Good point. And even if they did try, they wouldn't even touch you, or even couldn't, since you're with me after all." As Izuku saying, "Oh yeah, you're working with the Meta Liberation Army, right?" It's saying, "Yeah, that's me. I decided to work for them for at least a good while, but turns out I became a full-fledged member. And I do a little assassinations here or there, kill a couple of heroes, a few politicians, just the normal stuff. You get it?" Is tell him, "Yeah, I've seen your handiwork, since you're the only one I know who uses a freaking sword for his assassinations, and moves way too damn fast for people to catch on camera. You've really improved with your quirk in the past couple of years, haven't you?" Is Mito saying, "Yeah, of course. Any rate, if you feel like staying here at my place, go ahead. We're family after all, so of course I'll help you out." As he's saying, "Thanks, man. I really do appreciate it a lot." It's saying, You'll probably need to get your stuff," saying, "I already got that planned out. A couple of people. The manager actually deals with assassins from time to time, so he basically already has contingency plans planned out. Once I give him the message, I'll tell him the location where to drop all my weapons." It's saying, "Clever bastard. Man, I was always worried that you weren't really cut out for being an assassin. But look at you now. One of the best in all of Japan. And you don't even have a quirk. That's even more crazy." Saying, yeah. But at any rate, I need to lay low for a bit. That also means a couple of low-level villains and some bastard villains won't be sliced up to high heaven, and at least for a while now." As Izuku says this with basically a more annoyed tone, as Mitsuo saying, I keep forgetting that you really hate villains when you have that whole code of conduct. Even basically putting out corrupt heroes on the news and on the internet after you killed them, basically ruining their credibility already, with people not even mourning their death. With Izuku saying, if a hero can't take his job seriously and basically abuses the position of being a hero, then he doesn't deserve to be treated as a hero when he dies. That's only a fact. As Mitsuo saying, "Hear, hear." At any rate, I'll catch you. Make yourself at home. You said that your stuff will probably be here in a while, so wait for that. I'll help you out as well. Saying, "Thanks, Mitsuo. You're the best, man." Saying, "Anytime." Soon after, Mitsuo heads upstairs to basically another room, with Izuku basically pulling out his phone again and sending a message to, well, who other than Toga, basically telling about his circumstances and hoping that she can understand. As Izuku gets a message from her, basically showing her being annoyed and basically disappointed that she can't be with her favorite stabby partner, as Izuku gets a little bit embarrassed and kind of freaked out a little bit, but just basically just goes with it. Soon after, a couple hours later, Izuku gets his things and all of his guns, his assassin getup, and even his laptop too. As soon he asks Mitsuo if he has any internet, with Mitsuo telling him he does. With that, Izuku began looking up on the net and seeing if the incident at the USJ has went viral anytime soon, as it looks like the media is talking about how the heroes were able to solve the situation. However, many heroes were basically shot to death, some of them with some saying that it was the hero Snipe who killed them, even though it was actually Izuku, with Izuku thinking and trying to cover up the fact that an assassin basically saved a bunch of heroes in training. Wouldn't blame them. That's just the kind of society we live in. To be expected, actually. Soon after, at UA's faculty room, with All Might, Aizawa, 13, and Principal Nezu, with a couple other faculty members there, being President Mike and also Midnight as well. As soon after, both 13 and Aizawa again explaining on what they saw at the USJ, as they believe that the Reaper was the one who saved them, with All Might saying that's impossible. Why would an assassin basically save heroes? Especially if he was paid. They have no honor after all, besides the only thing that they're loyal to is money. After All Might saying this, saying, I understand what you're coming from, All Might. However, this is the Reaper we're talking about. You haven't heard anything about him, haven't you? Saying, I've only heard rumors about him, but I haven't heard everything. As Aizawa began explaining who the Reaper is, with All Might surprised and shocked, thinking that makes no sense. An assassin that kills villains for free. However, he basically kills heroes for money, and not just any heroes who basically abuse their position and basically do whatever they want. It's hard to believe. As soon, Prison Mike saying, it's not completely hard. I've seen tons of cases that deal with the guy. After most of them being heroes who did do some pretty shady stuff, like basically abusing their power to their sidekicks, abuse, horrible harassment, and the list goes on from some of these heroes. But the public never goes private because it's always kept secret. It seems like he's able to dig up his information pretty easily. It's actually surprising and pretty scary, if anything, that he can dig up all the dirty little secrets just like that. As Aizawa gets kind of curious and interested on how how an assassin like this can use all that time to kill his targets, especially if they're heroes. And soon, Principal Nezu soon says, even so, he helped us in the USJ, but I wouldn't call him an ally or aided us for his own benefit. It almost seems like he didn't want to hurt any of our students. Especially hearing from you, Aizawa and 13, that he turned on them as soon as they arrived. I believe that he was waiting for the perfect chance to catch them off guard. Given his track record and the things he's done, it only makes sense that he was perfectly calculating the situation that he was in. After hearing the principal of UA saying this, his fellow faculty members were actually dumbfounded, as it sounded like he was praising him, with Nezu basically saying, all the same, he is still a villain and a criminal. We must make sure that something like this doesn't happen, or if he comes after the students again. There's no chance that he might, but even still, we can't roll that factor out. As All Might saying, of course. Not to mention, the sports festival is coming up in the next couple of weeks or so. What should we do given this limelight? Especially that the Reaper was here. Is soon, Aizawa was saying, let it keep on going. We can't let the media believe that we can store up by just a couple of villains. We have to show them that we are still in control. As Midnight saying, I agree, but I'm also worried as well, hoping something like this doesn't happen again. With President Mike saying, there's nothing wrong with being overly cautious though. After saying that, all the faculty members basically say what they say and basically end it, with Aizawa still curious about the Reaper, as that he was wanting to help out everyone in Class 1A, but also didn't hesitate to kill when it's necessary. Basically thinking that he's pretty dangerous, both as an enemy and as an ally. As soon, they still had one more day before the students came back to UA. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Also, like and subscribe, which really helps out my channel a lot. Also, check out my Discord, which I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys just want to talk, chat, and just want to hang out. Also, check out my other YouTube channel, being Leon Mooky Games, where I'll be live streaming and playing video games just to mess around, have a little bit of fun, and relax. Come there to say hello if you feel like it. At any rate, this is Leon Mooky, signing out. Later.